Hey everybody, welcome back. They need to put this over here because I always look over here and you're not over here. So I need to look over here. So I'm going to video the cleanup of my painting desk. I need to rearrange you so that you can see. And I don't know if my cord is going to play nice or not over here. I have to charge my tablet too. So there's my big tower, and I have stuff in there. I don't think I'm going to rearrange anything in here. I think everything that's in here is going to be what it's going to be. You know, it's bigger stuff. It's more. It's just bigger stuff. This area needs to be cleaned up. Okay, so first off, I wanted to show it to you while I was doing it. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's going to be fairly long, I'm thinking. All my paint is up there. You know, that's up there. My glue is supposed to be up here. It's not. I'm going to try to just put stuff up there that needs to be up there. And then everything else, like I need to finish this baby. And I have stuff out for that, but I'm going to put it away for now because I'm not going to do that right now. And I have everything out for that. So I'm going to put that stuff away first. And because I don't need any of this stuff. Where's my gloves? All right, so I'll put this away. All this stuff where it goes. Then I can deal with all the rest of this. I'm going to put my water up where it's out of the way and up there because that will stay out. I want to get rid of, let's see, I'm going to be working on this, so I'm just going to move this out of the way. I did list this bag over on my Posh, or on eBay rather. So if you're interested in that, go check that out. We'll get that right out of the way. Now I have a ton of stuff underneath here. I mean, all my books and stuff are underneath that I don't really need to get to all the time, which is my rootin' pillow. But I have this box that has, like, these containers aren't very big. So it's just going to rearrange what I have on top here. And the rest of this stuff is pretty much going to stay where it needs to stay. These are oh, I gotta fix this. I just made a mess of it. These are extra rings that I don't normally use rings, but I may use those up. This is another passy holder. It's just a blank thing. What are you doing, Miss Misty? She is in climb mode. Oh my gosh. And I have some plug-in bag bottle stuff. This really should be where the bottles are, but I don't have them there. I know that they're in here, so if I need them, I can look for them. This is kind of more or less just extra stuff, extra nipples. And then I had bought 2 more of these. So now I have 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 9 of them in this. Extra nipples, couple extra nipples. Nothing spectacular in here. I know what's in here, and that stays just down here. I got my extra water down there. I got all the extra lids for extra babies, kits and stuff. And so this just, excuse my bottom end. I'm going to move this stuff. Got all my clear stuff here. And I want my chair. So I can sit. Okay, so I can sit. Let's move it like that. You won't see me, well, you'll see me, but I need to find a screw to put in there. Not going to change anything in there. So, okay. I have an extra body. Now I was thinking about selling it because I can't find just the limbs that I need. I need a 3/4 jointed limb. And I just soon use it. Then I just need 3/4 limb. And it's for a preemie. So I still need to look for a baby for that. I don't know why I put it back down here. If I leave it on my desk upstairs, then I'll know to look it up. So I'm going to put that over there so I take it back upstairs. All my receipts. This is Maggie. When was this? 2023. Full body. Okay, so that one is in here. So I'm going to put that down there when I get to those guys. I have an extra thing to make a headband. I should probably just go put that in there. I have some passies. This goes to a battery. I'm probably just going to throw out the battery because I don't know if it works. I got some tacks. I got an earring. I have no idea why I have an earring. And I got some tacks. So, I mean, there's a ton of little stuff. I want to be able to find my things. Okay, this goes to this baby. I changed heads. So, this is, I think it's Ember's head. And Ever's limbs. And I made the purple baby. No, not the purple baby. What other one? I can't remember what it was. I switched them. So I made the limbs and the body. I kept this out because this is going to go, I figured because it's the limbs are for this reborn ever asleep. And I used Ember's head. So I left this out because this goes with this kit. So that needs to stay out where I know where it is. So that's going up there. Then I have some more zip ties that I bought. I got these at Dollar Tree. And even though they have the bigger head on them, you can still use them. So I just like to have extras just in case. Let me go put this away so I'm not hanging on to it. It's better to put stuff away while you're thinking about it than not thinking about it. So, because I have a tendency to just put stuff somewhere and then I've got a big mess. And I don't want to get into that habit again. So these extra passies, they're not really extra passies. They came off another doll, and I can't remember what doll. So I just leave them out until I come across what I need. I do not need this elastic. I don't know what this goes to. Okay, I'm trying to clean up this side first. I have this bag, so pretty. I had it, I think somebody sent it to me, but they didn't write on it or anything. So I'm going to reuse the packaging. This needs to go with packaging, which is just over here. Right there. And as I tip this stuff over, need to pick it up. Okay, so that's picked up. All right, onward. So I have a bunch of trash bags that I need to put somewhere. I just stash them here when I'm doing videos. When I'm doing haul videos, I stash them underneath the desk, which is still fine to put them here. At some point, I gotta look under here. I think I got headband stuff under there to make headbands. My distilled water, and I have my rooting book and some other painting tutorial things that I got, how-tos. Those are underneath there. My manual for my stroller. Okay, so here is my book, and I'm going to put that where it should be. And I don't know why that's in here. It's up there. Okay, especially made by. I've got some. This should probably go in my ribbon over in the other place. I keep all my cards from you guys and everything. Reborn theme paperwork. This was a project that I didn't finish. Here's my template to make bows. I want that in here. My color wheels in here. This should go in my other basket, but I'm not sure. It's underneath here. But for now, we'll just leave it there because I want to put my book. The book belongs in here. Okay, this drawer is a little bit of a mess, but my other two drawers aren't done yet. Hubby has not done them. So now we've got papers. I'm trying to get at this. And let me put this down so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Is that better? That's a little better. Okay. So I have from this basket over. So I was trying to get this. Everything that I was just telling you about was on top of this. And I'm trying to get at this. So I can do, what time is it? 11. Think I can get this done in an hour? I doubt it. It's going to take me a little bit. Okay. So this. Let's do this right now. This is going to be the, remove these things that I have. This is this. This is going to be for the cotton swabs and stuff that I have in there. All right, here it is. Here's the top. Okay, this I want all my rooting. I don't want it in the green thing anymore. I want it in here. So here's my hair. I don't know why this is out. Let me put that back. My hair. I keep my little bags that the needles come in. Here's a whole bunch of needles I've been using. Here's more hair. Okay. The color chart of needles. You know how they come in those colors? Well, this might be a good reference for you. There's that one. And then there's this one. I keep that. And I probably should hang it on my wall. So I'm going to hang that up there with a piece of tape. I've got all kinds of, no, I'm going to use a tack actually, because I need to see both sides. So that's going to go right there. Okay, so it's up on the wall by Ariel's baby pictures and my friend's little boy. He has, I did his for his coloring. I wish I had gotten another view because he had a double swirl, which is way cool. Way cool. Okay, so I have a bag here. Okay, this is what this goes in. This is my Delta Dawn mohair, and it's so I spent the bucks on it because I wanted to see if I could get it to look right and to lay right, and I'm just having such a hard time with rooting stuff. Here's my, I don't know why that's out. That's my needle bucket. Here's some more hair. Some needles. These are the ones with the colored tip on them. More hair. I got a bunch of brown hair. Most of my stuff I get from Dolls by Sandy. Here is some more soft hair that I put in there. Here's a wig that is size 12 to 13, and it's just a little one. I don't know if I'll ever use it. I don't know why I bought it. I was gonna, before I started rooting, I was gonna put a wig on one of the babies, and I just didn't. So that's gonna go on the bottom. Okay, now I have another card. This is a reborn, one of the reborns that I bought. This is the thing for it, but it doesn't say what kit or anything on it. So that doesn't need to be in here. I got some hair scissors to cut hair. I think I have a couple of them actually. I'm going to put the hair to one side. I can always take this out. I've got all kinds of hair. I got darker hair. I have blonde. I bought this one. I want to do a blonde doll. I got extra. When I don't have that much left, I put it in there of the bag, and I don't get rid of it. So if I want to buy it again, I can buy it again. Same with this one. So this, I don't know if I need that box. So this is felting needles. I got from, that's these little needles. Yep. And I paid $3.90. I ended up paying a total of $10, including the shipping and tax. I got a mix that include 36 gauge, 38 gauge, 40 gauge spiral needles, and 3, 6, 12, 24, and 48 needle packs. I got pack 3, so I have the 3 sizes in there, and That's why I have that chart, because that'll tell me what size these are. So, I like to keep all my receipts, and I put them, I have a box. I have several little brushes that I use for doing their hair and stuff. This one's my favorite one. This is one I use all the time. But they're so cute. I have those. I also have this one. I also have this one. Okay, this is all rooting. I have a hair net that should probably be in a bag. Did I throw away that other bag? I don't know. I've got dark brown. Okay, so I don't need this bag anymore, so I'll put the hairnet in here, because I don't want nothing to happen to it. Because if I am rooting, I do put that on. There's another bag. That's probably what I was looking for. And then I have my pill bottle cover. I have this one. This is 42 Crown. I don't know where I got this from, but I saved the bottle in case I get more needles to put in there. I have a Prisma pencils. This is the ones that I have, and I use I don't use any of these other colors. I can though. This is the one I use though. This is dark brown. PC 946 for dark brown. Because dark brown didn't come in this. I bought it separately. It has regular brown. It has sienna. And I got 2 of those. So the dark brown's supposed to go in here. The sienna one is extra. So you only use these 3 colors. And like I said, all my rooting stuff is in here. So I probably should take that pencil out because it won't. And I spent, I don't know how much I paid for this. Because Prisma is pretty expensive. I will put that on the bottom. On the bottom. I have more hair. This is medium brown. I don't have a medium brown. So I'll keep that one. I have a, this is to put needles in to do felting. Actually, there's needles in here, I think. Let's see. No, there's not. You put them in here. That's if you're doing felting. This is just an extra little tool. This is the one I use all the time. I also have I have 2 of these. I have 2 of these mushroom ones. They hurt my hands, so I don't use them. I do not use them. I mean, I can, but I don't. Who knows, as my arthritis gets worse in my hands, I may end up using them. I don't know. I'll put those down there. I have my chalk. See, I have a couple of these pencils. This is my chalk in here. And my rice sock, that if I have a heat lamp now, I heat light, so I don't really need this, but this is my heat stuff for heating up. This is adhesive. This is like for eyebrows and stuff. And then I have my little holder. So at one time I did do, I don't know why there's needles in there. my needles came in, but I have a sewing needle in there. These are scissors that you can trim with. So I got these ones. And I have these hair cutting ones. And I have a regular pair of scissors. Different kinds of scissors. And then, what's this? This is another, this is baby kit. Baby kits. I already sold these guys, so I don't need that. Here's a big bag. We might need the big bag. You never know. And then, what's this? 42 gauge, 3 barb German pre-cut needle information. I don't know if I need that or not. Another bag has hair in it. No good. Here is this is like when you're drilling, I don't do it, but they used to drill holes in the nose and stuff. This is a drill. You put the thing in there and it drills it. A little tool. I'll probably never use it, but here's some more. I have a needle. This is what I put in here. German 4 gauge, 1 barb. This is 4 gauge forked. And I got it written down somewhere what each one of these does. Like this is 4 gauge forked. This is what I've been using. So I'll put all my needles, because that's where they go, is in there. I have some, I've had this for years. This is really soft hair. And this is from, it's craft hair. And it's from, you can glue it on dolls or sew it on dolls. I do not use that, but I keep it in here. You never know, I might use it. Here is some eyebrow cheater sheets that you can put on here and make your eyebrows. I got it because I suck at drawing eyebrows. And stencils. So when I if you notice all of my babies, they don't have eyebrows. Tegan's the only one who has eyebrows, and I decided I'm never doing that again. But I got stencils, and for a child, you'd use the smallest one, and you wouldn't use the whole thing. You would only use little bits. Here's some needles. These ones are pre-cut. I have no idea what they are, though. It does not say. That's not good. Here's some more of these stencils. So I bought this so it would help me figure out eyebrows. What they need to do is, reborn people, they need to make these for reborning for kids. Maybe they do, I don't know. Eyebrow stencil kit for babies. Maybe they do have something. I don't even know where I got this. But I have it. And I have my notebook down here too. So if I see stuff, I'm going to write it down. Okay. I finished that yesterday. All right, look up, eyebrow stencil for babies, doll making. because that would be cool. Because then I wouldn't have to try to figure it out, and it wouldn't, because to put them on there, it's such a pain. I always get it wrong. I do it after I varnish and everything, because after I'm done, I'll revarnish over it. Okay, here's my other pair. Whoops, there's a needle fell out. Don't know where that goes. You can usually tell what kind it is by looking at the tip. I don't know. So, this one is cleaned out. I can use this for something else now. Not too bad. Here's my other scissors. I have to go down and see my friend that here lives in town. She's a hairdresser. She does stuff at home. And she said she'd teach me how to do it. So here is my needles. This is an empty container, but there's a container that has needles in it. How come that won't shut? That one there, that one there. Okay, here's my pencil sharpener for, I'm just going to stick this stuff on top because it's a little smaller than I use this one, so I'll leave that on top. Then I got all my brushes on top. There. Rooting box is done. Rooting box is done. Okay, I'm still going to leave this over here on the side. Okay, there is part one, and I'll be back for the next part.